Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Hi everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday show! And I can barely see myself on this screen. Here we go, a little bit of movement with the mouse and I figured that out. So I'm going to get into the comments area. All right, we're good to go. It's another Wednesday show. Happy Thoughts with Claudette. I've been telling David as we're getting ready, I feel really weird, like it's strange. When I went on holidays and I came back, I was really excited. Oh, I don't need these. I was really excited to just go with the show and I had so much to talk about, but this time I'm feeling a little weird, like I should have more prepared. There's things I've prepared, but I don't know, it feels weird tonight. Hi, Kathy, you made it! And Blake, welcome, Blake. How are you feeling? You're feeling good? So every show is pretty easy going. I'll just talk about things that have come up for me during the week. This show in particular, I'm going to pull cards for people. We'll just get through some of our usual chit chat at the beginning and then I'll pull cards. Yay! Kathy's all like, I am in it. You got this as always. Oh, thanks, Corey. By the way, Corey, did Frank tell you what happened today? I was like on the ball, got up early, had my shower so that I could like get Frank out to his lawyer's appointment in the bank. And when I call him to say I'm going to be coming to get you, he's like, oh no, that's tomorrow. So anyway, yeah, I forgot my phone was still like on muted for like during the night. I always mute it so I don't hear any bells and whistles. And anyway, I missed his next frantic call, which was to tell me that it's actually, I was correct. It is today his appointment and he needed to go like right now. So then when I turned my phone back on, I realized, oh my God, I've already missed him. I know, he got it all mixed up and I felt so bad because I wanted to help him out there. Anyway, cab, thank God for cabs, right? Got him there and back, but I would have loved to have been there to support him through that. Oh, okay, B, it's you. It's not really James. But at least you get to watch it on YouTube, which is kind of nice, I think. So let me make sure I haven't missed anybody else. So if you guys are wanting a card read, I know many of you will. You're welcome to just like say it in the comments. I'd like a card and I'll start the list. I'm guessing I've got Kathy and Janice for sure. And anybody else who wants a card. Yeah, okay, that's James who wants a card. All right, James. I'm kidding. B, you're in there. Hey, do you like the title of the show, B? Oh my gosh. Hang on a minute. Let me get the second camera going here so you can see. Now, Dave and I figured this out. Oh, I guess I got to add it to the stage. There's our card. Learn from the bees. So B, I got Kathy, Janice, and B on the list so far for card reading. But our card, so for anyone watching for the first time, I will pull a card out of this deck, a Dream Song Oracle. It's a wonderful deck. It's written by ANGI SULLINS, and the artwork is MARTA ORLOWSKA. I've just got this thing about foxes, and look at all that floral on top of her hair. That floral display tells me about all of the fruitful, abundant, beautiful things that are coming to fruition above her head. All these wonderful thoughts and aspirations. We got to think positive, right? So I guess we're just going to jump into it. That's how we title every show. And I think David's waiting for me to do the thing. So ANGI SULLINS. Did I do that right? Hang on. Command C. Go back into our chat room. Nicole, I will add you. Command V. For anyone interested in that deck, I've put a link down in the show notes. And again, in the comments, and in the show notes at the end of every show, you can just go in there and find links to anything. So we got Nicole and Corey, of course. Corey will be happy. And welcome to everyone that's joining us. If you'd like to have a card pulled later, I can do that for you. We're just going to do a little chit-chatting at the beginning because we missed last week. And I know for some of you that wasn't so fun. It's not everybody who got to go watch Teresa Caputo, and I'm sorry about that. So we pull a card, and that determines the title of our show. So this one is, where's the glare? There we go. Learn from the bees. And what a wicked, badass kind of picture is that? I got to look at my book so that I can be looking at the picture at the same time you guys are. But you know what I didn't notice? And I can't see there is the number. Number 7, it looks like. Let me see. See if I got that right. Oh, Blake, you want a card? You got it. Okay. Learn from the bees. It is a number 7. Well, number 7 is good. But look at this picture. Her hair is the flower, and the bees are being attracted to her. So, and she has all the nectar. This is kind of cool, guys. So what is inside that little bird cage? It's like, you almost think it's like the queen bee, right? She's the big bee inside the cage, and she's holding on. You know, it's almost as if, wow. If I were to take a meaning out of this, is like, think of yourself as the mother queen bee. And all of your busy workers are working for you. And they are bringing the nectar home to you, helping you thrive. That's kind of neat, actually. I don't know what, okay, I want to dive in and find out what it actually means. Me and James, too. Oh, so James is wanting a card. Yes, sir. Let's get you in there. Larissa, hey girl, I'm so glad you joined us. You're getting a night off? Okay, so Larissa's getting a reading as well. Bees are tiny alchemists. They take the raw materials of flower and pollen and turn them into honey. Now is the time to recognize you are an alchemist as well. The power of transformation at your fingertips. Your raw materials are life experiences. And right now, nothing is more important than turning the lead of suffering into the gold of creative expression. Wow, that is so strong, that statement. The lead of suffering into the gold of creative expression. I love that. It makes me think of like the lotus, how they say the lotus blooms out of mud and produces this beautiful flower. And I can't help but relate to it myself. I do feel like I'm in the trenches right now. Just, trying to get through all of the tediousness of listing this business for sale. Every day I end the day and I think, is that all I got done? And yet I know it's in perfect timing and I'm doing exactly all that I can do. And I keep getting reminded of that with little messages throughout my day where I'm reminded it's not my timing, it's their timing. But I think that out of our struggles come beauty, and we can embrace those struggles and turn them into something beautiful. Unexpressed pain turns into suffering, but pain that is grieved, mourned, and given its creative voice becomes art. Oh, she's so good with words. I also want to say unexpressed pain. You are denying yourself the ability to acknowledge that pain. Like you're telling yourself to be quiet. And there's nothing more sad than seeing like a parent where it's shushing a child. They're kind of like numbing and dumbing down a reaction a child is having to a situation. All of these feelings are real. It's about riding that feeling with them and acknowledging, I know this is shitty. I know you can't have that toy truck today. I know you would love it. I would love to get it for you. And just being there with them during these times when your feelings are, or you're grieving, or you're sad, or you're struggling with something that you feel is unfair. Like we can move that into being an adult and use that very same example, acknowledging to ourselves when we're fucking angry about something. You have a right to be angry. Just today I realized I have a right to be angry. I don't need anybody silencing me. If I feel like I've been wronged or I need to express myself, I'm going to express myself. Nobody's the boss of me, and that's the thing. I'm not the boss of them, and they are not the boss of me. So I just want to encourage everybody, no matter what that feeling is that's welling up inside of you, let's just ride it, because you don't want that stuff trapped inside of your body. I can literally tell you about an uncomfortable situation I had recently where I was sitting and having a conversation, and it was very emotional. When I went to stand up, I literally felt something in my side shift down. Like I felt the physical shift down, something in my side. It was really like it stopped me in my tracks, and I kind of gasped because I understood in that very moment that that was some illness that wanted to stay trapped in my body. That was that ugly feeling that I had been nursing and hanging on to and trying to get through it, not knowing how to get through it. When I finally figured out how to ride that wave and release it, it literally like dislodged itself from my side. So for me, that was it was a confirmation about how our thoughts can change our health, our physical health. And emotions as well, their energy. And that energy is what is helping us thrive or not thrive. Yes. So let's go back into this. I'm getting on a whole tangent here. Medicine is found inside the wound, but not unless it becomes expressed. Yes. And by expressing, it's not such a big fucking monster anymore. It's not such, we make things to be such big deals in our minds. And sometimes when we express them out and talk it out, you just realize all that power you gave it is now gone. It's dissipated. It's so important to express how we feel and acknowledge what we're feeling. And then even you can take it a step further and say, why is that making me feel that way? Why am I letting it make me feel that way? Right? There's so many layers. You know, today a customer came in that I hadn't seen in a while, and it was so lovely to see her, Deborah. And we were just talking about, you know, progress. And she expressed to me how she felt, I'm just so like frustrated that I'm still having to do stuff. I'm still having to go to counseling. I'm still having, like, now this is an issue. And I said to her, we all have onions that we're peeling layers off of. I just want to comfort you and let you know that if you're a person that's trying to work on themselves, you have an onion that you're unpeeling. I have an onion that I'm peeling layers off of. And I've explained it to her this way, and I think that you'll see this, the way I see it is, when we've peeled a layer and we expose that rawness, that uncomfortable hurt, and we actually figure it out. We navigate through it. We let ourselves sit in it. We see the origin of it, and then we release it. Well, we heal. And you kind of go through this time of like just letting it assimilate inside of you, right? Now you got to make that work in your day-to-day, and you find these little triumphs. You realize, oh my gosh, I didn't freak out on that person. Wow, look at me go, you know? And you can see I've improved. That seems to be not a trigger for me anymore. Those are amazing moments, by the way. But the thing is, once you're there, something else is going to show up. And I was talking to David and I was talking to Deborah about this because I think this is the way I see it. We heal, and so we're healthy enough, we're stronger now. And we've actually pulled out a weed out of our minds, right? We've done some weeding, and there's room now for that other seed, that other weed to come up that we weren't strong enough to look at. We didn't have the mental capacity to see it because we were concentrating on this other thing. But now that we've healed from it, it no longer takes space in our minds. It gives us room, and we are strong enough to look at it. So do not be discouraged when you feel like you're just going into something else. You're growing. You're growing, and that's the name of this game here on planet Earth. Hi, Kim. Welcome. We're going to be pulling cards, and if you want to have a card pulled for yourself, Kim, I'd love to do that for you. I think my hubby's leaving me now. Bye. Thanks for being there. He's my biggest supporter. You should have seen me. I really said, I don't know what I'm going to talk about, and look at me. I'm yakking away. So, medicine is found inside the wound, but not unless it becomes expressed. This is your job as an alchemist. Take the raw materials of your experience and turn them into song, dance, sculpture. And I like how they're going into art, because we actually talked about this. We touched on this on our last show, is about how therapeutic art is. And art can be any form of expression. Maybe you like to work with wood. Maybe you enjoy making a yard just look artistic in the gardening department. These are all ways of feeding our soul and expressing ourselves. And I would like to take it another step further and say, you are helping the planet. You're helping the whole ecosystem of energy, because what you're doing is you are feeding it love and nurturing. I think that Everything is alive. It's an ecosystem. And when we're concentrating on happy thoughts and we're creating beautiful things, not only is it soothing our soul and giving us the therapy we need, we are giving Mother Earth the therapy. We're giving our environment the therapy. It's the vibe that you put out. It honestly is. It's kind of like the law of attraction, what you're putting out there, right? Aw, he's an amazing man. So let's see here. What else? I know I got off on a tangent again. So weave a story with the threads of your hope and your despair. You deserve that sweet honeycomb. It tastes like survival turned into thrival. Is that even a word? Thrival? That's so cool. It tastes like survival turned into thrival. Well, that's fun, because I sure like to play with words too. And that's good, because you deserve that sweet honeycomb. That makes me think. I also, something that come up this week several times, I found people are not giving themselves enough love and credit. I think I've been witnessing you're measuring your worth based on your deeds. And that's been something that's been taught to us, right? You get appreciated and you get acknowledgement when you create or do something. Say you brought home an A on your test. That's appreciation and you're acknowledged for that. But what I'm wanting to say to people is, I find that some people are feeling like they're unworthy. They're unworthy to have a good life because of maybe some of the things that they've done or they've been a part of and they didn't stand up and do something in the moment. Listen, I want you to hear this. Anyone who's listening to this, you are so fucking beautiful. And God, the Creator, loves you unconditionally. I want to cry right now because I really feel like so many people out there are hurting themselves and keep preventing themselves. They're almost like self-punishing themselves to do and explore the life that they were meant to live. Don't let a small, in your mind, mistake derail you from living a positive life. You are here learning things. We're all here learning things. None of us are perfect. And I want you to know you are just as important as I am. Just because I have a show or that I've got this store doesn't make me any more important and significant than you, because you are doing equally important things. You're living your life. So I really would like to really encourage anyone that's struggling with self-worth to imagine what it's like to have that most purest love, like when you see a puppy or a kitten and you just nestle their beautiful little fur into your face, and for a moment you just feel like I would just love to live in that love. Like you can tell it's innocence at its purest form. And I want you to multiply that by billions and billions and know that that is Creator's love for you. You're so precious. Every soul is precious. You are part of the energy matrix, okay? So you matter. And we all fuck up at times. But your life journey was predestined. I believe that you gave yourself some really tough lessons to learn. Things that whether or not you made whatever choices you made, I don't like to see them as mistakes. They're just learning curves. And I always say the road still will end up exactly where you're supposed to end up. So quit blaming yourself for things. And if you really want to start like on that road of living and thriving, I would encourage you, if there's something that's really standing out to you and you you feel like it's just always there. Every time you want to be positive, that memory pops in. Find a way to sit in it. Really look at it and find a way for you to make peace with that. And I'm just feeling led to say to you, make a prayer to the universe, like really make it serious. Get on your knees. When was the last time you got on your knees to actually have a serious one-on-one conversation with creation? And I'm swirling right now because that's all they want. They want to have conversation with you. They want you to open that up. Let them know where your pain is and ask them, how do I get through this? How do I fix this so that I can get back to living my life? And that you will be shown. You will be shown. And I'm just going to end it with this and say, follow your bliss. Follow your joy. Someone was asking me today, I just don't even know what my purpose is. Your purpose will find you as you start living a life of service and you start chasing that joy. What gives your heart joy? And don't worry about what everybody else is saying. Let them say whatever they want to say. Follow your joy. You're a beautiful, unique person, and you are going to be different than me. But what you bring is something the world needs, okay? All right. You matter. So true. Well, let me see. Oh, gosh. I got the weather up here. And it looked like it's going to dive down to like a -1. Yikes, -1. So I'm sure everybody's putting things away. But I wanted to talk about, now I'm just got to see the CBC radio here. Yeah. Have you heard about what happened in Alaska, in Western Alaska? The Typhoon Halong? That is just so sad. I started seeing pictures on Twitter and they're saying more than 50 people have been rescued. There was houses that were totally taken up. I think that they're saying it's absolute devastation. I don't want to dwell on anything terrible, but it's quite something that I don't think was talked about very much and covered because I guess I'm guilty. I didn't watch the news too much, but I didn't realize this had happened until it came on my Twitter feed. And normally I get like Google News and CBS, but I didn't see anything until I saw someone like a random single person putting out a tweet saying, my community has been devastated from the flooding. So yeah, really sad. And our hearts and prayers go out to everybody there. I hope that you find a new way to feel safe and build new foundations. There's nothing, it's very hard when your roots are ripped out, especially some of these communities. So if you're a prayer warrior, keep them in your minds. All those beautiful people out in Alaska. Let me check here. I've got this paper here. I heard something beautiful. I love listening to near-death experiences. And there was a gentleman who talked about, now, could have been a woman, but I heard a couple stories today, so I might be getting them mixed up. But they were talking about, they could see when someone prayed what it actually looked like on the other side. Now, give your mind just a blow. Like it just blew my mind listening to that. And she said it's like we're all living in this energy. And it's like this pulsing energy, right? And when you're putting out a positive thought and a prayer out there, it's actually a living, energetic, like being that's being put out in there. And it's like a ripple effect over the environment. And that's heard. So I just loved how she visualized and saw the prayers as these little energetic little beams of light that were coming in, these little balls of light. So think about that when you're thinking, well, I feel like prayers are just like I'm just talking to the air. Maybe it would help you to visualize that you're creating an energy ball of love or an energy ball of healing, and you're sending that out to all of your guardian angels and that team up in the ethers. I love that idea. Okay, so we're going to take that. We've done that. And how are we doing? 8 o'clock. Holy moly. Okay, well, as you know, every week we will cover our zodiac signs. So I want to make sure, yeah, James, or I don't know, is this James or B? I'm guessing it's B. Thursday -5. I don't know about you, but I've been thinking about my winter boots and my winter coat. Ugh, I hate that. But I actually was looking down at them. I think I just need laces. Maybe my boots aren't as bad a shape as what I thought they were. I'm going to have a closer inspection. So let's go over our sun signs, because everybody at the beginning of the month gets their sun sign read from our astrological calendar. This is such an awesome calendar by Llewellyn. The link will again be in the comments. But this is the calendar if you're wondering what it looks like. It's beautiful. And every month it goes over good days and bad days for each of the signs, which we love, and kind of gives us a snapshot of what to look out for. So we're just going to review for the next week those signs that have some days coming up that maybe they would like to look out for. So Aries, you've actually got you had a good day yesterday. You're having a great day today, and you're going to have an even better day on the 16th. That's what your forecast says. So I just wanted to spread that good news. That's awesome. Taurus, you've got some good days coming up on the 17th and the 18th. Let's see. Okay. 17th and the 18th. So think about that. These are the days when you're going to be in the best harmonic flow with other people. Like your ideas are going to meld well. They're going to pick up on your vision. So if there's anything that you're looking that you need to get done, maybe it's like, I need to paint that spare bedroom, and I've been struggling every time I try to get this project going. They're saying, Taurus, the 17th and the 18th, things are going to get done. People are going to be feeling and in your vibe. Gemini, you've got some good days too, the 19th and the 20th coming up for you. And you as well. These are days where you're going to move forward on things that you feel like have kind of gone stagnant for you, and you're frustrated that they're not moving any quicker. You're going to see a lot of movement on the 19th and the 20th. We've also got Cancer coming up with some good days, the 21st, the 22nd, and I will even give you the 23rd, even though we're going to have a show on the 22nd. Just know that the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, Cancer, you're going to have some great days. These are the days for you that if you need to talk something out, you've got some heavy conversations to be had. These would be your most favorable days to be able to communicate them effectively and in a way with grace. So no, both sides are going to be hearing each other out. And nothing for Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. You've got some rougher days. The 15th and the 16th. Let's see, what are they saying here? Oh, so on the 15th and the 16th, those are not good times to be going over contracts, going over like, I'm just swirling right now, so someone needs to hear this. Say that you're going over a final edit is what I'm getting of like a script, or I'm really getting like the feeling like school or something, where you're going to be handing something in. And even in management in school, there's some kind of manual or something and you're looking it over. Do not make the 15th or the 16th the final day and shoot it off, because you're going to have missed things. So just to know that, circle those days for you. Those aren't the days that you're going to send off any of your stuff. Sagittarius. Ooh, yikes, that's me. That's Jeremy. What do we got? We got demanding days. Haven't I had enough demanding days? Anyway, 17th and 18th. These are going to be harder days for you with communication. So, good to note, those are not days to like embark on having a heavy conversation with someone. Capricorn, you've got some demanding days coming up as well, the 19th and the 20th. Let's see. These are going to be days that you're going to feel like the whole team isn't seeing your vision. Not to lose faith in making it happen, but they're letting you know that you're going to have a difficult time getting your points across, okay? And then what do we got? Aquarius, the 22nd and the 23rd. You've got some demanding days on the 22nd and 23rd. Even though the 22nd is next week already, I just thought I would give you a heads up. You're going to find, I'm just getting that feeling like people are going to be talking to you and telling you things. And I want you to really make a note of those days that you need to just slow your roll for a sec and listen to what they're saying, because you're missing important information. Sometimes we're so excited to get that next thought out that we're not listening to the information that's being given to you, because there's going to be some important stuff dropped in your lap. And Pisces, you've got 24th, 25th, and 26th. I don't know why I highlighted that, because we have time next week to go over that. So, wow, there's no mistakes, there's no wrong turns. So, you must need to know that on the 24th, 25th, and 26th, that you're just going to be feeling like opportunities have passed you by. Just hang in there, because they haven't. You've got a big month actually for making some things finalize into what you've been envisioning. Hopefully I don't miss something important. The 22nd and 23rd. Oh, are you Aquarius? You already know now, so just maybe make a note in your phone or something, Larissa, that just to be noted. I find just having that information, that won't happen to you now, right? They're just nice, don't forget. Okay, I think we better just jump in. We've got a lot of cards to read this evening. So I have Kathy, Janice, B, Nicole, Corey, Blake, James, and Larissa. So we're going to get going on that. I'm going to grab my cards. Now, David was mentioning I could turn... I'm just going to move my headphones over and turn the camera so you can kind of see what I'm doing. So I'm going to add the second camera here. And let's see what it looks like. So it's there. We want... that might work. That might work. We'll just start playing with it. That looks more like it's going to give me some room. Okay. Here's the deck. Sometimes I grab the book because then I can really see other things and get my head out of sometimes the picture. It depends. So if you see me grab the book, it's because that's how I learned how to read the cards. The messages come through that way. Everybody has a different way to read cards. All right. Let's see, Kathy. That's the past. This is the present. I'm just going to put this on I've got a nice selenite that I like a, I don't know, a block, I guess you'd call it, but I like putting my cards on there. So, here we go. And I wonder if I take the keyboard out, because at this point, Kathy is listening. Good. I don't know if you can really see these. I'm sorry, I'm trying so much. I just worry. Oh, Look at that angle. I think that helped. Oh, goodness. That's not fun. Let's see. Empress. Okay, Kathy. Oh. I want to see what they want to say. I'm going to resort to the book right off the bat. You've got like two like main cards here. The name is escaping me because I'm already floating into something. Huh. Okay, so they want to talk about there is something that you haven't been able to make, like to finalize and to end. And then you're aware there's something in your life that you want to be finished with. This is personal to you. It's about like, I don't really feel like it's a habit of yours, but there's something that you know you want to break. Anyway, the future card is showing that in order for that to happen, you're gonna have to kind of turn everything upside down in a ways. I feel like I want you to expect that when you make this change and there's something that you've always done, and I really feel like you're ready to finish that. You don't want to have that in your life anymore. And it's not so much like a habit. I think this is more like a pattern. Yes, it's a pattern in your life that you're going to end. And it is going to turn everything upside down for a bit. But you know what? I feel like you know about upside down and inside out right now. And honestly, if you can allow this to happen, it's going to be for the best for you. I think that this is the only way they're saying forward, is to go through a little bit of uncomfortableness, a little bit of ickiness, because things are going to, your actions will have consequences on other people. Like whatever this is that you're going to be ending in your life, it's going to have ramifications on other people, but it's okay. It's okay. By you doing this, you're giving other people the gift to grow into who they need to be. Because right now there's something very stagnant. Okay. That's for you, Kathy. Yikes, hey? I could just about hear what you're saying. All right. Oh, Cheryl. Hello, lady. Good to see you. Let me know if you want me to add you to the readings here. I can probably squeeze you in. All right. Next is Janice. Okay, this is Janice here, and this is oh, okay, this one. Let's see. Okay, 3 of Cups. Oh, so in the past, there's just a feeling like there's a feeling like you would have liked to participate more in social events, or something, like maybe joining a club of some sort. There's some sort of pining and wishing, but not feeling like you're nervous. You were nervous about joining. It was almost like a self-worth thing. Like, well, I don't know, is everyone gonna want to have me there? I don't feel like I'm really gonna fit in. I'm adding you, Cheryl, here. But the future card is showing that you create your reality. So I want you to know you've got the Magician card. So anytime that you're hearing that negative Nelly voice in your mind that is saying that you're less than, or it's not, you wouldn't fit in, you're not the same level as they are, go and do it. There's something that you have been not joining or doing because you're shortchanging yourself. And they just want to remind you that you are the magician of your life. You are the creator of your life. You make anything you want happen, in a sense. Like, you are in charge of your destiny. So if you can just decide. You just decide to go, right? It's all in your mind. So I want you just to be thinking about the next time that you feel like, oh, I would like to do that. I would enjoy, but no, stop the but and just go and do it. And you're going to find so much freedom in that. I think your life is needing some fun, Janice. All right. That is Janice's reading. B, what we got for you, B? It's the B and James show. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I hope you guys are enjoying your card reading. You can let me know in the comments. I'll see them. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. B. This is the past. Four of Cups. I'm getting the sense of someone that has been a little bit in the past. I don't get that this is you, B, but it's someone that you probably recognize or know. It's a younger male. And when I say younger, doesn't mean that he's 5 or 6. I feel like this is more like a younger adult male. And he's been a bit like not really caring about too much about all the people's reactions to things. He's just doing what he's doing. And sometimes he can be kind of hurtful or not very thoughtful. And some people are feeling like he's a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? He's very, not conceited, but he's very self-centered. And that's pretty normal for a younger person. Like, they still haven't really begun to embrace the idea that they live in a community and that their actions affect others, and there's like this whole ripple effect. So that's the past card. So this person now, I feel like you're going to see a change in this person. So someone that you've been watching and thinking that young man could be doing better choices, or there was a nicer, more delicate way to deal with that situation. I want you to know that I don't get that it's going to be any harsh lesson, but he's starting to change and he's starting to see. Yeah, he's going to start to recognize and start to slowly shift how he's acting and have a little bit more thought for everybody. And he's going to see like the bigger picture. Something's going to happen where he's going to see he could have been a better man. Okay. All right. Hopefully that was useful. Time will tell, right? Sometimes we know exactly what it is right off the bat, and then other times it takes a little bit, and then it's like, boom, oh my God. I just think it's hilarious sometimes when people come walking right in the door the next day or like an hour later and be like, oh my God, Claudette. You will grow, Kathy. You will. All right, so we've got B. I've got Nicole. Let's find out what Nicole's going to be doing. Huh. Okay, Nicole, I see that this past card is talking about a woman that is affluent. She's capable. She has resources. I feel like this very grounded. But what happened is, I think something came in that wasn't expected. Something kind of snuck into your life. So that is what I get there. So this is like a matriarch, like a patriarch, figure. So it would be like a grandfather or a father, and I'm getting the sense that you're dealing with a lot right now. There's someone that's kind of becoming overbearing is the word I'm getting. And that's showing what the present is. And that was kind of like this person kind of snuck into your life. You didn't see it really happening until it was too late, and now things are really all over the place for you. I'm just going to pull another card, Nicole. So just so you know that this will come to an end, and when it does, I don't think that you need to defend yourself. I feel like this reading is saying that you are going to end up in the end. People will know the truth. People will know what came out of this, and that this, like, it's like a scorpion, and he just came in and he stung you, and it's kind of like a public thing. Like, some people are chit-chatting about it, and I just want you to know that don't worry, because it's eventually going to come out. And you will be vindicated. And when I say vindicated, I'm just talking about like your honor and who you are will shine through this whole thing. Whatever the smear campaign is, or how it paints you in, it's not permanent. It won't last that long. Okay. Interesting. Sorry, I haven't fixed this. That's all right, B. Okay. So there you go, Nicole. Now it's Corey's turn. We got Corey. Woo, woo. Let's read what Corey gets. Okay. Corey's probably got some interesting stuff. There we go. Oh, they're talking about that there's been some hardships, there's been some like personal sorrows, and that you're learning to overcome them. You're working through them. They're not overtaking you, you're overtaking that. You're learning a new way to live with these sorrows and not letting them define you. I want to look here because I have an idea what I want to say, but I want to see what else they want me to say. So, having said that, you're thinking it's taking too long, the mending of your heart. You had expected or think that your expectations of how long it should take, I want to say, are not realistic, because there's no timeline when it comes to healing. It's different for everybody, and it takes however long it takes. And so you are on that process, you are healing, but they also want you to give yourself grace and space to know that it's a process and it takes time. That's what I'm getting out of this. They are talking about travel as well. So that could probably be coming up for you, a little trip. And yeah, just be gentle on yourself about the things, the negative Nellies in your head. I think that's the theme this week. The negative Nellies and all of the things that we tell ourselves. You're doing good. You're doing great. And everybody grieves differently, and everybody learns to move on differently. But as we were talking earlier, you just go through it. Let those feelings be there. Let the anger be there. Whatever needs to be there, be there. And you'll get through this, and you're not taking too long. You're taking exactly how much time you need. Because this is a journey, right? Aww. Okay, I'll see you in November. Yeah, don't be hard on yourself, Corey. It's easier said than done, right? But just know that, you know, they're seeing it. They're seeing the progress, and even if you don't see the progress, there's a lot of progress. Okay. This is for Blake. My love you and leave you guy. All right, Blake, let's find out what's going on with you. Do, 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 do. Oh. So for you, Blake, you were feeling like you were pretty set. Like, I just got a feeling here, like, if you needed to talk to someone that, like, I know you, so I kind of know what this card is saying. You're connected to your mom, and you know you're connected to your mom, and you feel her around you. So that's the card. It's telling me that your needs are met. You're doing well, and you have no problem reaching out and saying, I need a sign, or mom, da-da. You have it. That's your past. That's your past card. So your future card is talking about righting a wrong. This is interesting. Oh, you felt like shit. Well, is it just, oh, I'm guessing it's health problems that you're feeling like shit. But you know what's coming is, like, there's something about justice. Your justice card came up, and I know that you're feeling like there's a wrong that needs to be right. And I'm going to pull another card because I'm feeling like this is eating you up. Good. I'm glad you're okay. It is not your job to be judge and jury of somebody else. As much as it hurts, and someone can give you pain and hurt you, let it. I know it's easier said than done, but they're really encouraging you, don't hold on to that. That's negative energy inside of you. It doesn't belong in there. You don't have room for it. You are looking after your health. And I want to encourage you to figure out a way to not have this thought keep coming into your head about wanting to right this wrong. Something was done. You're very upset over it. And I have a feeling I know what that is because you did share with me that. And I want to encourage you, Blake, let it go. Because these are things that do not do well for your health. And they are saying, let them, meaning angels, God, let them handle the retribution or how that's going to look, okay? Because they just don't know what they've done. They're going to understand it at some point, but that's not for you to enlighten them. I'm glad. Are you on your new medication now, Blake? This next reading is going to be for James. And you're welcome, Corey. All right. James. This card for you. What's going on? Okay, for James, it's interesting. I gotta look at this because I'm not feeling this at all. I gotta see what I get. Okay, so James, do you tend to like make mountains out of molehills? I don't know. I just get this feeling with you that sometimes you hear something that's not so favorable, and then you think about all the million and one ways of you just start thinking about it and obsessing about it, and you build it into what you think the outcome will be, and it's like terrible. So they're just talking about that is your proclivity, that you tend to if you heard that you say you had a mole on your shoulder, and then you immediately would jump to, I think that might be cancer, and you start thinking and fretting about it. This is the kind of the thing I'm getting. And oh, you've got the same card here. I just wanted to pull another card. Yeah. I just want to let you know, James, think about if you want to sit in it and just kind of examine, where did that come from? Where did that idea come from that you would start thinking about all of the worst scenarios to some news that you've just gotten? Because I think that you can bring that back to someone in your life when you were growing up that had that kind of pessimistic kind of looking at things, giving it the worst outcome possible. And you're just getting encouraged to look at where that came from, acknowledge it, and then start feeding your brain the idea that that's not you. And that's not the way you want to think. That's not the way you want to live. So and start identifying it. So when you get some news, it's going to snow, and then you're thinking, well, think about all the people that are going to be crowding at the tire shop. Even if that's the truth, it's exhausting to live like that. So I just want you to consider making things more sunny in your life. It's about the energy you put out there, and I guarantee you things will start to change and turn for the good. So for you, I feel like you're doing a little bit of inner work and looking at where does that negative Nelly kind of feeling come from, where you start just going down that deep hole of negativity. When I say negativity, it's like just bad outcomes for things, okay? That's for you, James. I know you can do it. You're peeling a layer of the onion. Okay, this is for Larissa. Yes, Blake was not doing well. I'm going to say this one, and I feel like this one too. Feeling like I wanted to just do 2 cards, but I feel like I need to do 3 cards. Okay, so who am I reading for? Larissa. Larissa, you've been waiting for some information. It's not been coming to you. It's delayed. There was some sort of delay and something that you've been waiting to hear about. Well, I want to let you know they're saying it's coming. It's now going to happen. There was a delay, but timely delay. It was necessity. It was a necessity. And the reason why is that it's like a final decision, some kind of information you're waiting on. It's going to have a better outcome because it took longer. So I'm just saying that your angels and your guides have purposefully been kind of holding off for everything to play out and for you to get what that news, whatever it is. It was purposefully being delayed so that it would be more profitable for you, more positive for you. You're going to be very happy with the news. And this final card is just wonderful. It's going to affect your home in a positive light. It's going to bring harmony to the home, more harmony. You're just going to feel like things are easier. Finances are easier. And people are happy in your home. So anyone that is part of your home cluster, that you share your home with, you're going to find that there's going to be like a lifting of a cloud or something. Like it's just been kind of like a cloud of like indecision, but that's not right. But it's just like, well, we got to wait for this and then we know. And it's just been it's just been a long time of waiting. And they want to let you know it's going to be coming. The news is going to be coming very shortly, and it's going to be good for you. All right. Off we go. Here we go. That was for you, Larissa. Hope it was useful. And finally, we got Cheryl. Our last reading of the evening. Okay. And I guess, because they're saying 3, we better pull 3 for Cheryl. Okay, so I'm getting in the past. So this is the past card. I'm just seeing someone that has lost their status. Someone that, you're welcome, Larissa. A male figure that has been kind of knocked down a notch. And then this is like someone who right now, I even get like employment, like they've either got demoted or they've been laid off. This is someone that has recently experienced, some sad news, and a little bit disheartening. They didn't make the cut, or they were one of the, I just see a loss of income. It has to do with their trade. And then what's this future card? I guess what I'm getting out of this is that this gentleman doesn't have all the information at work. There's some fires they're trying to put out, and he's not privy to all the information. So for him, it feels very personal, and I know it's personal because it hits the pocket, but it isn't really about him. They're trying to rescue their business. So he just happened to be one of the people cut. So, so if you're talking to him, just, or you run across and just give him encouragement and just be aware that he's feeling a little tender. His pride's hurt, And but it's not permanent. I feel like eventually he'll find a new place to get employment, but right now it smarts a bit. Okay, I think we read for everybody, and wow, that was fun. I think everybody got a good reading. So I want to do a final one. So this one's for Bethany. Bethany, if you're listening, I've been led to start doing these kinds of readings. I don't know who you are, but I'm doing this for you. So Bethany, you've endured some hurts, and you've seen some not so kind things done to those that you love, and it's all like the carnage is over now. It's done, but now you're like trying to pick up all the pieces, and the things that were done towards your family and your community, they were quite hurtful, and it's just been a really demoralizing for those that you love, and you're watching, you're seeing, and you're really struggling with how is this fair in the world that this has happened. And I just want to let you know that it's just that it's yeah, they're talking about there's a ruler, there's someone in charge that made this happen, and their mind is not healthy. So they're struggling with mental illness, and as a result, they're not seeing clearly about what their decisions did, like the depth of destruction that it did. And so going forward, wow, very dark and deep for you, Bethany. I don't see like an immediate, like, things are going to be great. I see that there will be calm, but you're going to have a period of resting in the dark, in the sense that you're going to be kind of just weighing everything that happened and coming to terms with it. And you're going to be making some important decisions about who you take and who you don't take. So there are certain things that were revealed during that carnage and the way people acted. And I've learned something very interesting, and it says, when they show you, believe them. So I feel like you're in a place in the future here very shortly that you're going to be deciding who's fit to sit at your table and who's not. So there are certain people that it shed to light that during this terrible thing, they could have been better humans, and they weren't. And you're carrying a lot, and I'm sorry for that. Okay, I'm going to leave that for you. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? Does that sound good? I've got some other things we can do, because we always do the birthdays. So I'm going to put my headphones on. And I don't need this extra camera anymore. Here we go. You're welcome, Cheryl, if I didn't say. You're welcome, everyone. I hope you got it, what you needed out of it. Okay. Oh, I have all these other fun things I want to do. Okay, I put this over here, but I think I might need... There is a ton... Oh, excuse me. There's a ton birthdays. Oh my gosh. So let me go into media assets. That's where I need to go. We're going to turn on our birthday music. Okay, we'll just have it running, and I'm going to keep these on so I remember that I got music playing in the background. Oh my gosh, you guys are in for like a whole trip here. Okay, so the first birthday on my list is for October 12th. So some of these are from the past, just a few days ago, because we weren't here last week, so I didn't get to wish everybody a happy birthday. So I am going here, and I want to share screen. Oh, I have so many screens up here. Let's see if I can find. This is it. Yes. Some of you may know who this person is. This is Daryl Anka. So I wanted to say Paul Anka. Daryl Anka, and he's a channeler. Some of you may be familiar with his work. He is the channeler of Bashar. And he gives some really great messages. I find it's very interesting to listen to. Sometimes just for something edifying to listen to, I will just turn on a YouTube show of his and just listen to the pearls of wisdom that he brings through, Bashar brings to us. So anyways, I will have a link to him in the show notes if you're curious about learning about a channeler. Daryl Anka has been around for a very long time. Who is Bashar? Bashar is a physical ET, a friend from the future, who has spoken for the past 40 years through channel Daryl Anka. He's brought through a wave of new information that clearly explains in detail how the universe works and how each person creates the reality they experience. Yes, that is probably the biggest takeaway I get when I listen. Bashar is always getting you to look at how are you contributing to your life, and that is the reality you're creating. It's a very interesting gentleman. Okay, so we're going to come back here. Happy birthday, Daryl. And okay, I don't know. My screen's looking very funny. So I'm going to say stop sharing. Oh boy, everything went funny, guys. I might be in trouble. Oh, you're welcome, B. We got Connie Willis. Holy moly. Okay, I'm going to go over and we're going to share again. That's what's going to happen. Connie Willis on the same day as Daryl Anka. Her birthday was on October 12th. I love Connie Willis. She's actually one of the hosts. Share screen on Coast to Coast. Sometimes she's doing the show. So let's see. Connie Willis, I'm going to share with you her. She's got a show called Blue Talk Radio, and this link will be in my show notes. You can go and explore who she is. I love her. She's got such a great laugh and a quirky way of looking at life. She's got these fun, different little shows. You could see the martini glass going. It's like literally she's asking you to pour yourself a beverage, and we're going to have a show together. She's got like some sort of a baking career in her past, and like she's like I want to say like a chef. And anyway, she's created this chocolate, Connie's chocolate, which is super cool. Sold in cases of 12, perfectly individually wrapped Belgium chocolate bars. But I just still would like to get this. I'm hoping it's in my stocking, Connie's original Bigfoot bar has a scene depicting Connie and a Bigfoot around the campfire, illuminated by a UFO. It's a keepsake label, perfect for framing or scrapbooking. So anyway, she's created this chocolate and she's very proud of it and excited about it. And she'll even sign some. So that's a super cool. She's cool. And for anyone who's listening to Coast to Coast, she's also a person who will host the show from time to time. So you might recognize her, Connie Willis, from there. I just wish this wasn't so small. Like, I literally have a little thumbprint of a screen. I have no idea what the screen looks like for you guys. Now I made it so massive I can barely see it. Okay, that works. I'm back. The birthday song is still going because we're talking about birthdays. What else we got? Oh, I'm going to say happy birthday on the 7th to Jessica Winland. Let's go to media assets. I'm feeling like maybe you guys are saying enough of the music. So I'll take this off and we'll continue with our birthday songs. Our birthday announcements. Comments. Here we go. Okay, there we go. So, and my sister-in-law, Marlene, on the 13th. It was her birthday, so happy birthday, Marlene. And who else we got? Oh, I'm going to share again. We've got Jimmy Church next. So here we go. Share screen. Fade to black. Share this one. So this is another celebrity kind of guy on the forefront of the UFO, UAP world. Jimmy Church. I remember when he was first starting out on his Fade to Black show. I was a huge fan, listened to the show religiously. I was considered a fader-naut is what we were calling ourselves. But now he does, like, he MCs and he has a show. So feel free to go and explore that. Lots of cool conversations. He's a rock and roll buff and he's got guitars all in his studio. And he's got a really fun personality. He's quite entertaining. So if you're looking for a new show to listen to, he might be your guy. Fade to Black, Jimmy Church Radio. Yeah, he's got a great voice for radio. And then we've got on the 14th, October 14th, so that was just yesterday, Benjamin Grundy. I think I might even have done a shout out. So I'm going to share the screen again because I want to show you this one. This is for Mysterious Universe. Here we go. Share. So here we go. There's all kinds of cool shows. This podcast has been around forever. Now, I saw something about us, I think, down here. Yes. So this is how Mysterious Universe brings you the latest news and podcasts covering the strange, extraordinary, weird, wonderful, and everything in between. We strive to maintain a balance of healthy skepticism, which they do, and entertainment while never losing our sense of humor. You do end up laughing, and they are a little skeptical, sometimes more than what I'd like, but I get it. It's a wonderful show. Look at that. It's been since 2006. That sounds about right. That's how long I've been listening to them. So it's a great show, and he airs it with Aaron, his co-host. But Benjamin Grundy, I believe, is the creator of that show. So happy birthday to Benjamin Grundy. Stop sharing. We're going to do that one. Well, our local birthday, October 20th, so that's coming up in 5 days, is Janine Cumberland, and I'm going to share. So for those of you that don't know who she is, share screen. And we're going to go to her business page. She's got a beautiful page. I just went and checked it out. She is Paradox event. And she used to be local in Dawson Creek, and I think she still is in a sense. Like, she's got a home base here as well, but she's mostly spending her time in the Kelowna, Peachland, Summerland, Penticton, Okanagan Falls, Kaleden, Oliver, and Osoyoos. Look at that. Look where she is. She's everywhere where it's nice and warm. She calls home base Penticton. But yeah, she puts on events and she's won awards. Look at that. Penticton has given her wonderful awards. Bronze Award 2025, 2023. Wow. So party supplies, and she's an event planner. And she also, as you can see down here, she still is serving our area, Dawson Creek, Fort St. John. And once in a while, you'll see she'll be posting about how she's in Dawson Creek or in our area. So for those of you who know who she is, make sure you give her a shout out and wish her a happy birthday to Janine Cumberland. The next birthday I've got written down here is October 17th, and that's for Margaret Ann Lembo. This is a darling lady. So I'm going to share again because I love sharing and showing you new things that you can go explore. So share screen. And I'm just looking at all my tabs here. There we go. Share. This is the lovely Margaret Ann Lembo. She actually, when she launched a book, this was during the pandemic, but it was so cool because she offered to do little meetups online to promote her book, and it was so cool. I got to organize and invite the local people here and give them a link. And we, just us locals and Margaret Ann Lembo, were in a chat together and a live video. And she talked about her book, and we did some exercises. She had some new cards she wanted to promote. Yeah, so you can go and visit margaretannlembo.com. And again, the links will be in the show notes. She's written books. She has a store. She's the owner, and I love this, creatress of the Crystal Garden. I've got sprays of hers. She's got an oil line. She has so much stuff. Here's one of the books I pulled off the shelf. I think this is the only one I have of hers right now. Yeah, but she's written many books. Crystals Beyond Beginners. She's got lots on archangels. She's an angel kind of gal. Like this spray right here, she's got a spray for every archangel, which I love. And Mary Magdalene and holy water. Oh, I'm a Metatron girl. So I'm just going to do that. Okay. Oh, October 16th. Kyla Crookshanks is having a birthday, so that's tomorrow. Happy birthday, Kyla. Oh, okay, this is another share the screen with. We've got today Mr. Chris Bledsoe. So for those of you who are not in the UFO community, wait till you get a load of this. I'm going to go find him. It's quite a title, and it's very polarizing. So this gentleman, he wrote a book about his story, and it's an incredible story. Oh, look at this, soon to be a major motion picture. He's been saying that for a while, but this website looks fairly new, so it probably is going to be a motion picture. In a nutshell, he had this incredible face-to-face experience with otherworldly beings on a fishing little excursion with his son and his son's friends. And he actually had Crohn's, and he was quite ill. And he ended up being healed. And he's got this whole subsequent experiences that happened later as well. And other people can collaborate what happened because there were multiple sightings later. It's quite a thing. I was friends with Chris Bledsoe, and I still am, but back when I didn't work and I was at home, we used to chat a lot in the chat room, and his story is just riveting. It's incredible, and you can't deny some of the things that have happened. So anyways, if you want to go down a rabbit hole, look at that title, UFO of God, the extraordinary true story of Chris Bledsoe. It's crazy. Chris Bledsoe, a deeply religious family man and successful business owner from North Carolina, was on the verge of the unthinkable after losing everything in the 2007 financial crisis and suffering from a debilitating chronic disease. Fishing along the banks on the Cape Fear River with 3 co-workers and his teenage son, he walks away from the group and cries out to God in a desperate prayer for help. Suddenly, a UFO appears and saves his life, cures him of his illnesses. Experiencing 4 hours of missing time, he returns to his group and finds them troubled. Terrified, they run for their lives as several UFOs chase them home. Now, you can't tell me you don't want to read that book. That is incredible. And to hear his story is incredible. And, oh, it's so sad, hey? I just wanted to mention, too, like, the death of Diane Keaton. So, rest in peace, Diane. I absolutely adored seeing her on the screen. She just had such a, I don't know, it was a calming kind of face, and yet you could see mischief in her eyes. I don't know. She was a classy lady, in my opinion. I thought she was very, very pretty and classy, and I enjoyed when she would be on the screen. She had a way of just having a calming presence on the screen, which I loved. So how are we doing here? 9:01. OMG, we're running out of time. Okay, well, there's lots of stuff going on. Let me see here. If you're in the Lake Superior, Thunder Bay, Ontario area, I'm going to put show links there. Very quickly, I want to share with you this because Chris Rakowski is the main speaker on this at this event. So I just want to get this one in. Share. So it is called this. I just saw this today. Lake Superior Paranormal Convention. And very cool. It's in Canada. And there's going to be all kinds of speakers there. Oh, I recognize these gals. Oh, look at Sean Leonard. Christopher would love that. So anyway, all these people are going to be there. Six Nations investigation. And there's my buddy. So anyways, if you're in that area, oh my gosh, get some tickets. Go to the Paracon. You make such good friends when you go to these things. And you really end up having like these great conversations because the people that go there are passionate about it. So I'm just looking. Artisan market. That's another thing we don't want to miss out on because that's coming up right away. So this weekend, and I don't know where this is, 11000 8th Street. That's going to be the Artisan Market from 9:30 to 6 on the 18th and from 11 to 5 on the 19th. Oh, thanks, hon. And what else we got? We got some cool stuff coming up, but you know what? Well, this one might take some planning too. So I'm going to go share this very quickly with you guys because I thought this looked really cool. Share screen. And I want to go to this. I would love to go to this. This I feel like is me right here. The Gathering of the Witches. But what I like about it is this. It says, who is this gathering for? If you practice alone and miss the feeling of a real circle. If you're new to witchcraft and you want guidance that's grounded and respectful. If you walk this path for years but need a spark to rekindle your craft. Or if you simply want to mark Samhain in a meaningful company, this weekend was created for you. So during this weekend event, you'll be guided by some of the most respected names in modern witchcraft. Oh, teachers like Matt Oren, the psychic witch, Judica Isles, my favorite, author of the legendary Encyclopedia of 5,000 Spells. Another favorite of mine, I actually have a t-shirt of hers, Laura Tempest Zakroff, authoress of Sigil Witchery. I got a funny t-shirt and it says, it's got a broomstick and it says, this ritual could have been an email. I love it. And other magical teachers. So together they'll help you uncover your own magical potential. And this is sponsored by Harrison Publishing, Wiser Books, and Lou Ellen. This is online, so anyone can join it. And it looked like they were going to hang on to like some of the like 6 months unlimited replay access. So that's what I saw just by quickly looking. Again, everything will be in the show notes for you to look at. I don't want to dilly-dally too long. I think we're just going to leave it there. Oh, you guys, if you have any questions. Okay, got to run. Bye, Corey. I know everyone's got to run. Okay, I just need to do the code. And I got the code. Let's go to the banner here because people are going to want the code. I got a fun one. Zippity73. That's the code. If you come in the shop and you say Zippity73, you will get a treat. It's the same treat you've been getting for the last couple of weeks for those of you that have been coming in, but I don't want to ruin the surprise for anyone that might decide this is the week they want to try and use the code Zippity73. That's the code. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to Grace. I love and adore you, and I'm just so grateful that you are looking over me and you are my spirit moderator. I want to give great thanks to each and every one of you for watching the show, and I really appreciate you all. Remember, you're so loved. Go live your biggest, brightest lives. Don't let other people make you little because you are loved. You're just so precious. So much love, and I'm going to play my music and peace out, everybody. So here we go. Let me get my music on. Love you and leave you, like Blake says.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger